Hi, my name's Harvard, and I am an AP Capstone candidate. That's better. I am an AP Capstone candidate at Lisgar Collegiate Institute. For AP Capstone, I am going to be conducting a year-long research project under the mentorship of a university professor. For me specifically, I will be conducting my research project under the mentorship of the esteemed Professor Christine Dallaire, who is the Vice Dean of Health Sciences at the University of Ottawa. Now, allow me to explain my project. My research question officially looks like this. To what extent do childhood experiences in soccer affect the leadership styles of youth soccer coaches in Ontario? Now, you may not have gotten that on the first go because it is a little complicated, so let me re-explain it in layman's terms. I am going to be investigating the relationship between a youth coach's youth experiences when they were young and then their future leadership styles or their current leadership styles now. For this project, my independent variable will be the youth coach's youth experience, which means what they did when they were young, under 18, and then the dependent variable will be their current leadership style, which I will be divvying up and placing onto a scale between democratic coaching, where it is much more player-led, and then autocratic coaching, which is much more coach-led, where most of the development is in the hand of the coaches. Not everyone is going to be a big soccer fan like me. Now, you might not care about how youth coach experiences really went on to affect their leadership styles in soccer. But don't think of this as just a soccer research experiment. This is more of a youth sports research experiment in which I'm going to be investigating the relationship, yes, in soccer, but that could go on to be a testable template and a testable method of investigation for all the other sports. You could test it on baseball, you could test it on football, you could test it on all the other sports. But why is this relevant? I'm sure you've seen plenty of research into developing youth, developing coaches, but the one gap there is mixing the two together and investigating how youth development ties into future leadership styles. And that's that gap where my research will fit in. Having said all that, you might be wondering why I think there's any correlation between the two. Using the Bobo doll experiment, performed by Robert Bandura and his team in 1961, there is definitive proof that children tend to copy the actions of adults when they see them. My curiosity is not directed at the correlation between the two, but more what part of youth development affects that future coaching style. Now, this isn't a simple Google search to find the answer. I'm going to be using two main methods in terms of finding my research. My methodology consists of both interviews and surveys. I will be using interviews in order to really dive deep into 4 to 6 youth coaches and develop a deeper understanding of what really influences and changes their style. However, due to the time constraints and the worry that I will have a lack of scheduling availability or lack of participation, I have also chosen to use surveys in order to really back up my interpretive interview analysis with some statistical survey analysis. The mixture of methods should be perfect in order to properly come to my conclusions. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video about my research project, and I look forward to working with you in the future, or I look forward to speaking to you about my project when the time arises. Here's my email. Thank you for watching.